Hiya, this is Netty. So welcome back to another rubbish rambles. So because the weather has been so lovely at the moment, it makes me really happy and really excited. I've decided to come and do it outside today. So the sound quality might not be as good as normal and it might be a little bit windy, so I apologise for that. Well, look at the view we've got. The tide is out though, so it's a bit rubbish. There's like a little bit of water and I'm in a little boat. So I'm sat in someone's boat at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to get, hopefully I don't get told off whilst we're doing this. So I've come for a little adventure today. This episode I'm going to be talking to you a bit more about my trip to Italy and what's coming up this week. So really super excited. So first I'll tell you about Italy, I guess. So I had an absolutely amazing time. It was really nice to get away and to just sort of see somewhere different and try amazing food. And yeah, it was really good. There was loads of really funny stuff that kind of kept happening, and it was just sort of a good fun few days. So there is going to be, there is already a vlog of day 1 and day 2 in Italy, which you can see. It's on my channel already, and then on Tuesday, which will be part 2, where it's a bit more showing you going down. There's a big lift. I'll tell you about the lift actually. It's really scary. So on the first day, Stampy, Squishy and I went exploring, and we came across this lift, and we went in it and went down this cliff, down the centre of the cliff, and then you come out in this really scary tunnel kind of thing, in a cave. It was really cold and stuff. You come out, it's really pretty once you're out. And then we were told that there was a garden on level 2, because we had gone down to the bottom and then we had to go up a level and then we were at the top bit. So what we did was we wanted to find this garden. Stampy was like, oh look, there's some steps, let's walk it, it'll be nice, we'll go up there. So we went up, and it ended up not being the garden that we were looking for, and we went in, and there was this big cave, and I swear it was so scary. We were all just I am not going anywhere near there, let's just run away. So we ran away, and then we went to go in the lift again, and we're bearing in mind we're at the bottom of a cliff at this time, so we're right down at the bottom, and the lift doesn't work, and we're in it, and the doors kind of go to shut, but they don't, and the lights go off and back on, and we were so scared. It was just oh my gosh, I don't want to go in this lift now, but there was no other way back up to the top. So what we had to do was kind of leave the lift, let it think that no one's there, and then press the button again and get in, and then it finally worked, and we went back up to the top. So that was really, really scary, but it was funny. The other thing in Italy is on the trains and stuff, people randomly get on and just start playing music to you. That happens so many times, but we remember ages ago when we went to Sorrento, there was a time we were at dinner and a saxophonist came over and they started playing music, and we all just we were trying not to laugh. So we're all sat there sort of kind of thing, trying not to laugh, because it's just sort of a bit awkward and things. And then I remember looking up and looking at my sister Rachel, and as soon as we caught eyes, we started proper shaking, laughing, kind of thing. And then we looked to Stampy, and then he started as well. And then we looked at my mum, and then she started as well. And it got to the point that we were on the edge of just bursting out laughing. And then the saxophonist stopped, and we all kind of relaxed a bit, kind of phew. And then all of a sudden he started again, we couldn't control it. Then we just burst out laughing, really, really loud. So now it's kind of a bit of a joke with my family about the musicians and stuff, and it kind of kept happening throughout the holiday. We'll be out at dinner and people will come over, or on the train. And then there was one time we were on the train. Oh, I'll tell you about the train actually, because loads of really weird stuff kept happening. So one thing was the music came on, we're trying not to laugh and blah blah blah. There's actually a bit of footage in that on the part 2 of the vlog. And then there was a man who was sat opposite me, I had my sister and Squishy opposite me, and then behind them opposite there was a man. And at first I thought he was just smelling flowers. He had a bunch of flowers. He was sat there going kind of thing, and then I realised he was going home and eating it, and then sat there chewing it. I tried to get some footage. I've not got a bit of him biting it off, but I've got a bit of him sort of chewing, and I had to try to pretend I was taking a picture of my sister, but I wasn't. I was filming him eating flowers. It was really weird. They were proper flowers. And then after that, this random music came out of nowhere, and we were all talking quite loud, oh my god, where's that come from? And we were like looking at the speakers like, oh my gosh, has it come from there? But it hadn't. It was a lady came on and she just had like a music box thing. It just started like a stereo. It just started playing music like really loud, and we were like, oh. And that was like after like I actually, that's in the vlog. I'm telling you everything that's in the vlog. I probably shouldn't be telling you all this, but yeah. So that was like really awkward and like quite funny. And then I'm trying to think what else we did. We went in the sea, which you'll see in the vlog as well. There's like this where our hotel was so high up on a cliff, it's like not by the beach, but when you went down that lift there was like this kind of like decking area with steps going in the sea, so that was kind of like our bit where we would like sit in the sun, and it was like that kind of so that's where we would like go and sit and like go swimming. And my sister, my dad and I were like, right, we're gonna go in the water. And so Rachel and I went over there first, and I started to get in and it was so cold. I was just like, oh my gosh, I literally went like ankle deep, and then like I kind of like got back out, and then my sister tried to do it. I think it took her about like 5 minutes or so to like get in. She like went down the steps like down to about her waist, and then a boat went past, and like the waves like then were like going all over her, and she was freezing. So she finally got in, and then my dad was like, oh, I'm gonna get in, and so he went to get in, and literally everyone on the decking was just like laughing at him because he was like really reacting. It like took him absolutely ages. And then like when he finally did get in, it was then my turn. So as I was getting in, I'm sat there, and then this lady just like, she comes over, and like it's obvious that she's going to be getting in as well. So I had a panic of like, I'm just going to have to do it. I'm just going to have to jump in because she's going to want to get in and I'm going to be in the way because I'm going to be stood on the steps like freezing cold. So in the end I just had to like jump in, and it was so cold. And it was, once we were like, oh, it's not that bad when you're in here, it wasn't that bad, it's just we had gone numb. Like you literally couldn't feel my feet or my legs or anything. It was freezing cold. So yeah, but we did finally get in though, so that was good. Some other exciting things at the moment, I've got a new series that started last night called One Life. So if you haven't seen it yet, the introduction is up, and the second part of the introduction will be going up today as well. And it's basically an SMP UHC game, so it's like an SMP server, but we have like UHC hearts, so there's like no regen at all. So once you die, you are out, like you're banned from the server, you can't go back on. But the series will continue, and then if like say when I die, I can then nominate, say I could say like I nominate Tomahawk to come in, and people can vote whether or not like they think like yeah, and then he can then either take my place, so have all my stuff, or he can start again completely by himself. So that's really cool. I'm really excited about it. So far I've been recording with Kath, just so because we thought that we would maybe survive a little bit better if we're there together, like rather than like venturing out on our own right from the start and then like get like attacked from mobs and stuff. But we're doing okay, like we've not taken much damage. If you haven't seen it yet, like this might be a little spoiler, but like Kath got jumped at by a spider and things like that in the first part 1 of the introduction, so it is kind of quite dangerous. But we do start with double hearts as well, which is really cool, so that's really exciting. And then tomorrow is the second episode of The Sims, so I'm really excited. I've got so many new series and stuff starting, and like we've obviously got Rubbish Rambles, which you obviously know about as you're watching it now, and then I've got Sims, One Life, I've got a secret series starting, and then I've also actually managed to do a few vlogs, so my channel is getting some different things, so I'm really excited and really happy with like how that's all going. And then this week I'm going to go away to Bristol and visit some friends, so everything's been like so quick. I've got a bit of hair and it's like blowing around into my face. Yeah, so it's been really cool getting to go away so much and stuff, but it has been a bit manic like getting everything done. But yeah, so I'm going away to Bristol this week, see some friends, like have a few days off after my holiday and then come back. So I think that will be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Rubbish Rambles. If you want to see anything I was talking about Italy and stuff like that, there's like some beautiful footage of like the views and stuff of like, if you don't know about like Sorrento, it's like along the Amalfi Coast, which is like this long road that's like on the cliff's edge and stuff like that, and there's like footage, and it's like as we're going to the town Positano, like you can see it from across like the water and like the cliff and stuff, so it's really cool. So go and check that out as well. and I'll see you all next time. Thank you, bye.